Okay, so here is the RS457. It's got good low end torque. I didn't expect that. I'm in second gear right now. Front brake is spongy. This particular variant doesn't get the quick shifter, it's the base one. So the clutch is placed a little far, so that's why I'm not able to find the biting point. The front brake is very spongy because it's been running for the entire day apparently, the bike. And I can feel the heat all the way up to my balls. It is manageable inside traffic. Ooh, there's a delay in the throttle because it's ride-by-wire. So there are a lot of accessories on this bike that include the quick shifter, low seat variant, and I'll just put that on the screen in front of you. So the heat is a lot. It is quite unbearable. I like the switch gear, it's very tactile. That exhaust sound is good. The position is not as committed as the R15. It's like the RC200 or the RC390, but it feels so much like a mid-range bike. I can't take it up to the top end because it's a test ride bike and there's no space. It's going to be a very short test ride. Clutch is very light. So rear brake is fine, the ABS is really intrusive. Front brake is spongy, so I can't say anything about that because it's a test ride bike and it's been running for a long time. Apart from that, the bike looks beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. The brake isn't sharp at first, but it's a very progressive brake. Very progressive. Tractable motor. Alright, so quick jump onto the Domina. Let's get talking about the Aprilia RS457 that I just rode. So the torque on the bike is very nice. It has that great initial torque and it has good mid-range as well. I couldn't take the bike up to the higher RPMs because I didn't get the space. I mean, I did get the space too, but I didn't want to risk it. And there was a lot of heating. I could feel the heat going up to my groin and it was quite unbearable, and especially that the clutch casing of the bike protrudes outside onto the right side. I'm pretty sure if you're going to wear sandals or if you're going to wear any thin shoes, the heat is going to go through and you may end up touching the clutch casing and burning your foot. Now let's come to the position. The position of the bike resembles that of the RC390 or the RC200. It's not really uncomfortable. So the foot pegs are also not really rear set like what you'd expect out of a track bike. It is more comfortable than the R15 and it is not as comfortable as the CBR250. As I said in my previous video, the R15 video, where I compared it to the CBR250, I said it is the most comfortable bike in the sports or sports touring segment. But the problem is braking. The brakes are not really great. The ones which are running on the bike are the organic brakes, and the sintered brakes are an extra accessory that you'll have to pay for. And yeah, as I showed before, there are a lot of accessories. And you can also grip the tank quite easily. It is in the perfect position. The tank has been sculpted in such a way that you can grip the tank properly. So this bike has an on-road price of around 5.1 lakh or 5.3 lakh. I am not sure about that. So should you buy this or the R3? I would say any day go for this bike. The R3 is just very overpriced and it's not worth it. It is a CBO unit. You're going to have a lot of problems. It doesn't have slipper clutch, it doesn't have a quick shifter, the forks are too small, and I can keep talking about the cons of it. So I would definitely close my eyes and buy this bike. Apart from that, the gearbox is a little clunky. It's not as great as that with a quick shifter. I'm pretty sure if it gets a quick shifter it'll be butter smooth, but you know, you'll have to pay an additional of around 30,000 or something for it. And the pricings of the accessories have not come out yet, neither have the stock. And the bike right now is literally 80% of what it is, because there are that many accessories that Aprilia has given, including a touring visor, including, you know, adjustable levers and everything. And I'm quite surprised for 5 lakhs the bike doesn't come with adjustable levers or, you know, even sintered brake pads for that matter. And in that 1 kilometer, I feel it is more than enough to learn about the bike, but it's not enough to vlog about it. And today there were around 4 to 5 vloggers who came just to test the bike out. So I didn't get the chance to test the headlight out, but it looks brilliant. It looks so good. The headlight, the entire body of the bike, how the body is shaped, the engine casing, everything is so premium. I feel Aprilia has nailed the part of, you know, the premium segment, because the bike just looks so good and it's a premium finish. So there are 3 modes on the bike which can be changed on the go. It's the rain, the sport and the city, or the urban mode, I'm not sure. And that controls the power of the bike, and that also controls how the ABS reacts. I asked what the mileage of the bike was. The salesperson told it was around 15 to 20, and that caught me really off guard, because I didn't expect that bike to give around 15 to 20, or I mean, I'm not really experienced in that matter to talk about it, but 15 to 20 doesn't sound like a good mileage. I mean, there could be people who'd extract, you know, 20 or 25 out of the bike. So can you go touring on this bike? I'd say it is tough. You would need clip-on, raised clip-ons or something. I do not know if Aprilia provides it, but they do provide a raised windshield or something. Apart from that, there are some you know, unnecessary accessories like tire stickers or something which I saw. That is quite unnecessary. The only, you know, necessary accessories that I require as a biker would be the sintered brake pads, the quick shifter, and maybe the touring visor. So the exhaust sound is beautiful. It is literally a parallel twin, but I've heard complaints from people stating it doesn't sound as good as the Ninja 300 or the R3 or the GT650. And first of all, I'd like to tell them that the R3 and the Ninja 300 are really short stroke motors, and they rev up to 13,000 RPM or something, and most of the sound only comes after 6,500 RPM. So when you rev it out to 13,000 RPM, of course it sounds sweet, man. Like, who doesn't want to hear a bike scream? But this bike isn't like that. There's this very constant parallel twin sound that sounds great to me, in my opinion. It sounds rumbly. You can't compare this to the GT650, man. Come on, the GT650 sounds sweet, but I'd say this sounds better. It is very subjective. It depends from person to person. So yeah. So with that, I'd like to end this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Aprilia, any showroom of Aprilia or Aprilia themselves, if you're watching this video, please give me a bike for at least like 3 hours so I can just take it and give a proper solid review. This is the first day that they're actually giving to And also Aprilia, if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you guys aren't, please do subscribe. Oh shit, why would they subscribe?